Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to make these really easy UFO cookies complete with aliens. Alright guys, let's get started. Here's the things that I used: a 3x2 inch UFO cookie cutter, and I got that from eBay. I'm using white royal icing, golden yellow and black food coloring by Wilton, leaf green and jet black by Rainbow Dust edible markers, and I'm also using some luster dust and silver and a little brush. Alright guys, let's get started. Okay, so to make these little tiny UFO spaceships, I'm going to be using this edible marker. I'm just going to be separating the ship part with the what would be the window, I would assume, and then here the little lights at the bottom and one at the top. Alright, so we're going to move on to filling in the body part. I have here a tip number 2 in a bit of a grayish color. You can do them in any color that you like. I just have to go with the gray here. Okay. Alright, let's give it some time to dry and I'll move on to the rest. Okay, so this has had time to dry a bit, so I have here a tip 0, and I'm just going to draw one little line right across very thinly, and that's just to give it a little bit of detail, a little bit of separation, so it won't be so flat. And that is it. So now I can move on to the top and the bottom part of it. Alright guys, so we're going to finish these up. I have here my white in the tip 0, but you can use a tip 1. They're very, very close to each other, so either one will do. And then I'm going to do that light at the top last. I'm going to do this one here. Little lights at the bottom with my yellow that I was using for another cookie. That's why I'm not using a tip on there. I wasn't needing one, so I'm just going to pipe it like this. Alright guys, I'm going to finish up the rest, and then I'm going to let this white dry, crust for a little bit, and then I'm going to do that little light at the top, and that'll be all for that. Alright guys, so 2 last things to do on here, and that's just to make the little light at the top. So one little ball, just like you did at the bottom. And I'm going to set this aside. It's going to look like this now. So I'm going to pick up my silver shimmer dust. I didn't have any Wilton brand. This is by Linnaeus luster dust. You can find that on eBay. And but the easiest one to find is the one from Wilton. And there's one that's white, and then there's the one that's silver. They're pretty close together, but you can tell the difference between them. The white one, that's the shimmer dust that I use a lot because it is white, but there's also a silver one, has a little darker tint to it, and it runs around $4. So I'm using just a soft brush, adding that on there just to make it look metallic, and I get to use my shimmer dust. Alright, so that's how it's gonna look like. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my little alien. So I have here my leaf green and jet black by Rainbow Dust, and what I like about these, it has a nice pen point on one side and a nice marker point on the other, and they come in a gazillion colors, like no joke, and you can find these on eBay. So I'm going to use this green one for the face and the hand that it's going to be having the peace sign, and so I'm going to draw somewhat like a balloon shape kind of bigger on top and then taper down at the bottom, kind of like a teardrop shape. And then I'm just going to go ahead and fill it in very softly. I don't want to puncture my icing, even though it's had enough time to dry. Majority of the time when I do this and I don't give it enough time, I will make a little hole. I will puncture that icing, and so it hasn't happened here because it's really dry. So here for the hand, I'm going to do somewhat of a heart shape. You see there, let me turn it around, a little tiny heart shape. And then I'm going to draw two little fingers, just one this way and one this way, like that. I don't know if you can see that. See how I did that? Okay, so I'm going to do the other one because I need to give this some time to dry a bit before I go in with my black for the eyes, or else it will smear. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest, and I'll come back in here in just a second. Alright guys, so now we're going to move on to our eyes, since that has some time to dry up a bit. Now the eyes are going to be kind of like almond shaped, and we're going to have to do them very, very small since we don't have much space. Okay, so I'm going to go finish up the rest and let them dry a little bit and put them all together. Alright guys, that is all for this video. I hope you like how these little spaceship, little UFO spaceships with little alien cookies turned out. I think they turned out really neat. This is going for a Area 51 themed birthday party, and it's for a little girl, believe it or not. So I hope she likes how everything turned out. I have a few more videos on some rocket ships and planet Earth and some astronauts, so I will be having those videos uploaded separately, if not already. So anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't done so, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much for watching guys, and have a good one.